Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for September favorites. I don't have as many products as I usually show, but all the products are just like a super favorite. I'm really excited to talk about everything. First thing I thought I would mention is how I've been doing my hair lately. In the past few videos that I've made this month, I've been using a steam roller set and it looks pretty much straight out of the 80s. The brand is Caruso Professional. I ordered these off of Amazon about a year ago. So you fill the little bottom white part up with water and then you place the red top on. When it's plugged into the wall, I'll turn it on to ionic steam and it sits on my counter for about a minute, and then out of this little kind of spout, steam starts coming out, and then I'll just take the foam roller and I'll set it on there. I don't have like a certain number of seconds that I usually count to. I'll just feel it, and as soon as it feels hot to the tips of my fingers, I'll pull it off, because you don't want the foam to get sopping wet, because then your hair will never dry and a curl won't hold. So as soon as it feels hot to my fingertips, I'll pull it off and put it in my hair, and then it does have a little top, and I'll put that on and count to 5, and then I'll secure the roller in my hair and then do it all around. Today I used all the jumbo size, and I probably used 5 or 6 just around the crown of my head to give a little bit of volume and then a little bend to the end of my hair. A huge favorite this month is from BareMinerals, and it's their concealer. It's called the Correcting Concealer SPF 20, and I have it in Light 1. This is a beautiful concealer. It feels to the touch super creamy, so I was a little worried that it was going to crease right away, but even though it's really creamy, it's a very light formula. So when it goes on, it's not settling into my fine lines and some of my bigger lines. It's not creasing throughout the day, and I like the color. It's a little bit, it's probably a tinge darker than I normally go for concealers, but it has a little bit of yellowness that I think really helps counteract some of the blueness in my dark circles. I'm really pleased with this. I've had it for probably a month and a couple weeks, maybe, or a month and a week. I've already hit a significant amount of pan on it, so that worries me. I'm not sure how long it's going to last me, but for right now, incredibly pleased with this. I use this under my eyes and on any blemishes and around the redness around my nose, and I have been really pleased with it so far. My favorite brow product is from Radiant Cosmetics, and it's their little brow duo in the shade Redhead. And by the end of last month, I accidentally dropped it on my bathroom floor and it shattered. I was really upset about it, but I said, you know what, I'm just going to try to use some other things. And I've come to the conclusion, nothing for me at least compares. So I placed an order and I got myself a new one. So this is what it looks like, very similar to the Anastasia brow duo. So it's a brow powder, and I just use an angled brush. I mostly use the lighter shade, but I do like when I want a little bit more of a dramatic look or a bold brow to kind of help balance out like a deep lip or something like that, I will mix them both together. I've been having a little bit of a love affair with Illamasqua blushes. I think last month's favorite I showed Naked Rose, which is more of a neutral muted rose, and this month I have Nymph. Just a beautiful, bright bubblegum pink. This is what I have on right now, and normally this is not a shade of blush that I think would look good on myself, but used really lightly, this really just perks up my entire face, makes me look fresh and alive, and I like using it on days when I'm using kind of this fuchsia lip. For some reason, I think that combination just looks really good together. This month I was watching a video from one of my favorite girls here on YouTube, Nikki Roth Beauty, and it was a tutorial using one of my all-time favorite products, which is from Buxom, and it's the Stay There eyeshadow in the shade Mud. And I know I have shown this many times. I think I have an entire review video on these Stay There eyeshadows. Just a beautiful, I wore this all through the summer, and I still think it's a great shade for autumn. So in that tutorial that was the main product, as well as a smudge crayon, I think that's what it's called, a smudge crayon from Stila. And so she used this basically as like a jumbo eyeliner all around, lining all around the eye, and then kind of smudged out into the corner. And it's this really unique color. It's called Pink Violet, and I think that's a pretty fair description of it. So I've really been enjoying that. This really stays put. I don't have to worry about it moving around throughout the day. So I'll link Nikki's video down below so you can check that out. I have one other eyeliner favorite. This is from Urban Decay, and it is their eyeliner in Perversion. I received this in a My Glam bag, so it was a sample size, and I have used it to death. I can't get it in my sharpener. I can't sharpen it anymore, so I'm happy to say that the Smoked palette from Urban Decay came with a full size of the Perversion eyeliner. I really like this for my waterline. It doesn't last completely throughout the day. If I want that, I have to use a cream liner, but that, you know, if I wear it for a really long time, can kind of irritate my eyes. This goes on my waterline. It goes on really smooth and dark, and it doesn't bother my eyes at all. Next I have the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in 01, which is Rose Shimmer. I love this so much. It has a squeezy tube and a doe foot applicator, and you squeeze it and the product comes up through the applicator. It is a gloss. It doesn't have a ton of pigment to it. I swatched, I think there's two or three other shades, and I swatched them all and there's not a big difference. But this gives such a pretty fullness to the lips, really glossy, and it is so hydrating. It has a delicious smell, kind of smells like a baked good. It's really enjoyable to wear, and I'm really happy I picked this up. This was kind of a random thing. I was shopping with my mom and had read some good things on beauty blogs and decided to try it out for myself, and I'm incredibly pleased with this. This next product should not come as a surprise. I have used this in a lot of my recent videos. This is the Givenchy Noir Couture #1 in black satin, and it's a deluxe sample. I got it at Sephora for 100 points, and the wand is a little bit unusual. It's shaped into 3 balls, and it gives my lashes a lot of length and drama, and it also flares them out at the end, which I really like. I was actually at Sephora today with a friend, and I was looking at it. The full size is $32. While I like this, I don't think I like it for that price. There are other mascaras that I really like at the drugstore. I would spend $30 on a really fancy lipstick that I just loved the formula, but on something that I'm gonna have to throw out in 3 months, I don't think I could justify that. Unless, when Sephora Friends and Family comes around and I can get 20% off, or if I get a gift card for Christmas. But really happy that I used my points on this. This was a good use of the points, and it's still going strong. I've been using it for probably, I'm not sure if it's probably hasn't been a full month yet, but it's still going strong, so I will continue to use it. The last favorite is a nail polish, and I did an entire video on all my fall favorite polishes for fall, and this was in there. This is from Julep, and it's in the shade Hoch, and it's like a kind of in between an emerald green and a deep forest green. Just a beautiful shade, and I really like the formula. It went on super easy and was opaque and shiny, just really pretty and very chic and flattering on the nails. Alright, those are my favorites for the month of September. Not a ton of products, but stuff that I would really recommend to you all if you are in the market for anything I might have mentioned. I myself am looking into lash primers, so if you have one that you like and you think really makes an impact on your lashes, I would love to hear that. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.